Oh, my name is Margaret Ann Windsor. The name I have to use is Peggy Ann Dempsey. I married a Childers. I was kidnapped in 41 and brought to Bolton, Alabama, given the name of a twin, Peggy Ann Dempsey. I said that I married Childers. Um, this is my father, Edward VIII, and this was by Frank Salisbury. My father never married Wallace Simpson. That was a total lie and takedown. Um, anyway, by the New World Order that's in place now, and they're telling what I've said all along, that Hillary's a part of it now, a world without borders. The people who kidnapped me back then are Jewish, part of most of them, the Rothschilds that run your media, right out of New York, and then New York is where the United Nations is, which is, after they kidnapped me, the illegal treaties by taking down my dad. They couldn't buy him, so they had a forced abdication with nothing but lies and ruined his reputation, which was all lies, and kidnapped his daughter, me, Victoria II. The day I was born, I was heir. My father would have returned as my power of attorney, so they had to kidnap me. My own uncle is sitting here, George VI, with Roosevelt, another Jew, and this is George VI, illegal, Elizabeth's father. This is 1939, planning my kidnapping in 41. Was it worth it, George? I guess it was. Then he had a movie, The Quiet Man. What was it? It wasn't Quiet Man. It was, well, anyway, right now I'm allergic to chemicals. I put that on here. I have an autoimmune disorder, and when I'm around chemicals, toxic, they have to be toxic, or my life would have gone on normal as far as breathing and everything, but I've been deliberately kept homeless and toxic fumes, and that's what this is. The double that married Wallace Simpson, and that's Wallace, the American spy. All of it a lie, and history's never recorded. I'm going to say this because Larry Flynn, I was flown out to his place. This is where I did a book on mind control murders, and I'm not going to get into that again. April of 84 was this issue, and he says I know who was responsible for his shooting, Murphy and Larry McDonald, a congressman, doctor, and etc. in Atlanta. Anyway, this is my aunt, the artist, Georgia O'Keeffe. My mom's Claudia Ruth O'Keeffe. Georgia had Ghost Ranch. She's a famous artist. So anyway, that's my mom, Claudia Ruth O'Keeffe, married my dad, King Edward VIII. He never married Wallace Simpson. I was born in, this double married Wallace in 37. My father was assumed to be king in January when my grandfather died, George V. I wonder what killed him now, with all the murders and the takedowns that's happened and what's happened to me and my kids because of who we are, heirs. But anyway, they made him abdicate. They forced him in December of 36, and this woman married a double. She never, it's so ludicrous and sick. This is a double. And the other pictures you can see, it's not my father. And so I'm born in 41, and she's married this double in 37. Are you following me here? Anyway, what I want to say here, and I'm just going to say this and get it over. I've got birth certificates for Peggy, the name I have to use. I was brought to Moulton, Alabama, and given the name of Peggy Ann Dempsey, and I married Childers. Now then, the state of Alabama actually sent me birth certificates marked through because the twins were actually born at least a year prior to the date of birth they gave me, which is, well, I'm not going to get into that. They marked through it, and that's illegal. To make it jail, or I don't know, but they marked through it. And both twins were murdered by their mother. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Very tired, and what I wanted to say too, I think I showed this. Okay, I had to redo tapes this morning because I run out of time and have to redo them on it. That was my uncle in 39 planning my kidnapping with Roosevelt. Roosevelt had appointed Kennedy, Joe Kennedy, ambassador to England. 36, isn't that odd? 36 when my grandfather died. I wonder what killed him. And then my father was taken down. Then I'm kidnapped. And Joe Kennedy and his two older sons, which is JFK, by the way, they flew into the embassy during the time I was kidnapped, and you can use your own judgment. I didn't swim across the ocean, the pond. There was a Cortland Air Base near the pigsty where I was taken, Moulton, Alabama, the Dempseys. And anyway, I'll leave it there. So now I'm probably getting away. I've done so many, and I've inhaled so much fumes where I'm at here. So I did want to say this. There was a woman that she's on Facebook. Not too many months ago that I learned about her. But my videos I do myself. And I'm usually in such bad health from what I've put up, telling everybody. A friend of mine gave me a phone because I'm kept penniless. He gave me a phone after the Alexis Murphy, murder. I remember the date he gave me the phone because I just heard some things about that on TV. And because I can't get an attorney. And so I turned to social media and Facebook and YouTube and all that, trying to get some help. So anyway, I found out about, and I'm going to go ahead and say her name because she's got all these videos. She's even published a book or two and going to publish another one. Except here's what really gets me. Her name, she's claiming to be the illegitimate daughter of Edward VIII, my father. Well, here I grew up kidnapped. I am the legitimate daughter of Edward VIII and Claudia Ruth O'Keefe. So if she's the daughter, she's born in 44, I believe. Well, the double had married Wallace Simpson. So my thing is that her father, the double. So she's not the daughter of she's not my half sister. That's what she's saying. And I guess I didn't well, anyway, I'm just going to skip it. But she's been presented. She went to college. She was adopted and later found out, she says, about her birth. And her mother was a nurse in Germany. And for the Americans, she's an American. And supposedly, who she's saying was my father, Edward VIII, who's married to my mom. They were married till the day they died, and they were still alive in 86, by the way. And the double died in 72, claiming to be the illegal title Duke of Windsor. He died in 72. He and this hideous spy, Wallace Simpson, both buried on Windsor ground, Frogmore. Okay, now back to Elizabeth Emily Windsor. She uses, I don't know how she's getting away with it, CRAGG, C-R-A-G-G, or CRAGG. She has a college degree. I was busy waiting tables and trying to help feed Philip, who I love very much. I still do, Philip. I thought he was a half-brother. When I was put there, he was put there. He doesn't belong to that family either. I've already told all this. But anyway, I was busy waiting tables and trying to go to school, and this woman brutalizing me every moment of my life. She's a psychopath that killed her twins. And families know better. So anyway, Emily CRAGG has a degree, in group communication. I don't know that she minds me saying this because she's done plenty of videos and interviews, and they say the nice and give her a little courtesy and everything, something that's totally void in my life. Any respect, any caring. I'm treated like the worst criminal who ever walked the face of this planet. I didn't commit a crime unless being born and telling the truth is committing a crime. So now then, she did contact me, and I believe I did ask to friend her, and then I didn't. So later she did friend me back on Facebook, and but then another friend of mine come in saying that I guess I unfriended her because I found out some things she was saying, and I don't believe it to be true. So, first of all, I don't believe she's a half-sister and she's the daughter of my father. Maybe she's the daughter of the double, I don't know. But anyway, she's getting all these videos, and she in attention and treated decent and everything. And here, look at me. And I'm the legitimate heir. And it's my understanding that Churchill and there's a bunch of crooks, Americans and Brits, that got together, not the British people. They're the ones that saved my life, and the Germans, it's a few Americans. But anyway, I want to get back to her. I found out that I don't know how she's accumulated all this stuff, but she did contact me and on Messenger, and she wanted to. This is later, and she wanted me to have a DNA. Me have a DNA. How stupid! And I'm going to make a long story short. I found out some other stuff she's doing, and I don't want anything to do with her. Period. I didn't anyway, I don't think. But I gave her the benefit of the doubt there. But the thing is that she didn't know about me. She didn't know I had 2 sons, and I hope they're still alive and well, that are heir after me, and I am the legitimate heir. My mom and dad were married, and she's claiming that her mother was a nurse in Germany, and that the Duke of Windsor, is how she put it till she found out about me, crawled in bed with her mom, and that night, one night tryst, and she said some little dirty little digs in there that really hurt, only that's not my dad, okay? That was the double. So she may be daughter of the double, but anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I didn't mean to, I just don't like it when somebody starts trying to hurt me, okay? I've been hurt enough all my life, and saying things about my father that aren't true. And anyway, I'm going to let it go at that. She's been presented as Windsor and given and here I am, grew up being called bastard and illegitimate, when in fact I'm the legitimate heir.